Hello. It's the third week of Business Intelligence Analytics, and today we will be talking about the decision making at CEO level. As you know, I'm a student of Fuel Cell University. My name is Temila Chikadua, and now let's move to the slide number 1, which is all about course analysis. Expand capacity of the product, qualify customer demand, and keeps these are major factors of being successful in the business. However, nowadays, to keep business in the level of qualify high customer standards is hard. Technologies and competitors are the major attackers. For example, if the organization used to wrap very simple product with a plain wrapping paper, today's market demand doesn't accept it anymore because the technology has been developed, all the product wrappings has became more with they qualify much more standards, and that causes all these problems. Therefore, one of the profitable projects supposed to be done with an organization is to implement ISO standards. For example, when you look at the product and you see that this product has certification of ISO standards, then you sure that this simple product qualifies international standards of qualifications. There, in my personal view and from my personal experience, that's how I choose a product for my children, for my family. First, I look at the label. As long as I see that product is qualified international standards, then I got it. Here is a simple visualization of that. Actually, the picture of ISO standards. It has ensure quality and safety in both products and services in international and local trade. So that's why it's very profitable and it's very demanded in, as it says, services in the international and the local trade too. Now move next to the slide number 2. We will be talking about personal analysis and operational analysis. And let's start with first one. To find qualified worker for the organization is the hardest part for the managers. And everybody agrees with that because it's you never know. You look at the resume, you look at the test, for example, simple tests which were made down, but you never know what's behind of that person, or sometimes you might lose very qualified person. So therefore, I think for the higher positions to find somebody locally internal person, I would say that's more profitable. And for the vacancy, which was empty because the other one has moved to the higher position, you can announce vacancy and you can hire somebody outsider. Outsider, I mean outsider of the organization. Now, operation analysis. In order to make operations and procedures more efficient, internal orders with all the descriptions supposed to be issued. For example, if I'm working as an HR manager and I have to hire somebody, and if you don't follow the procedure step by step, it might be some kind of mistake made, some kind of misunderstanding, and it causes a lot of problems. So therefore, when you have a special decree, order, or whatever, it's how it's comfortable for the organization, then it makes you easier to go step by step, to follow step by step, and then based on the degree or order, you making final decision, or you continue out. That's how what it helps you with the procedures. It could be same with the financial department, purchasing department. I had an experience. I was working at the administrative department. So therefore, for me, it was very easily to follow the procedures, and that's why everything all the time in the organization, all the documents, all the procedures were very organized, and there was no problem, no issues with that. Now let's talk about the cash flow analysis. What is cash flow? Cash flow means problem. Organization spends more money than earns. For example, if your expenses for supply, rent, payroll are, let's say, $5,000, and the income from sales you got is $4,000, so your cash flow is negative $4,000. In order to avoid cash flow, CEO of the organization or managers must be oriented on the mostly on the financial statements, and they have to go very detailed. They also have to prioritize, and based on that then make any decisions. Also, what's very important, having a good relationship with the vendors. It's very important. In order, you need to extend some payment deadline. It might be helpful for you. And here also I have provided a small visualizations to the left side, what illustrates some cash flow problems, such as overdraft limit, salary stretch, creditor areas, taxation. I mean, the financial statements are major problems. That's where a lot of effort and time has to be put in order to avoid the cash flows. And one more time, prioritize the steps, the decisions, and after that, you have to make any decisions you'd like for your organization. Now let's move to the last slide, which will be talking about the sales analysis. As you know, today's market is very competitive, and it's very hard to predict if organizations should market overseas or not. Therefore, market research must be done. It helps to analyze, prioritize the goals. Market map gives you ability to do so. Capstone project that I'm working for, not supposed to be market overseas. Why? In my point of view, the reason for that is because the product which is issued from that company organization are very traditional, are with very specific ingredients, and I don't think so that it might be demanded overseas for the foreigners. But there were some countries such as Russia, Greece, United States that might be marketed, because a lot of Georgian communities, they move to these countries, and more far you are from your traditional roots, more miss you that food, and you even with the payment there is no problem, because I know a lot of people, when you miss something you pay a lot, as long that reminds you your roots, your traditions, and that's my personal views, of course. And finally, I will be talking about the risk analysis. Having company with the food line is one of the responsible and controlled organizations too. For example, if your product is made from the meat, and your distributor, you got a meat which is not good, that might cause a lot of problem. That might be a beginning of the closing your organization, your company, destroying, and that's it. Therefore, it's very important to be oriented what the product is made with. And one more time, that's why I prioritize the ISO standards. As long I know if somebody distributes a meat, and I know that that organization has certification of ISO standards, then I know that that company qualifies international standards, and I will be more than happy to get their product. Okay, that's my final, I would say, presentation. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.